My girlfriend, 23 meters, doesn't think women 21F can be bad at sex and sex isn't good with her. Okay, so just some background on me. I'm in therapy for some self-esteem issues and insecurities. One issue that I'm trying to work on is that I feel the need to serve women I'm with to my own detriment. For a while I felt like if I wasn't the absolute perfect boyfriend, they'd leave me for someone better. This came out in everything but especially in sex. I felt like if I wasn't the best she's ever had, she'd leave me for someone who is a better lay. I don't feel like this as much, but I definitely still feel like it on some level. Back when I was heavy on the sex thing, I completely disregard my own personal enjoyment so I could be her best. I've dated her for like a year and a half and I haven't enjoyed sex. I haven't indulged in anything I want to try. And I have never felt relaxed enough during sex to enjoy it. When I decided to bring up these things up, she completely disregarded it. She told me that if I want to enjoy sex more, I need to be able to do that for myself and continue. In therapy, I told her that was literally what I was trying to do now. She said that she thinks I need more time in therapy before I let myself enjoy it. I told her I couldn't enjoy it because sex was solely about her pleasure 100% of the time. She said that that's how sex worked. I was absolutely dumbfounded that I have never realized she thought this. I thought she was just being selfish. But then she said that women can't be bad at sex, and that men always enjoy sex with women. She was so sure of this, I realized she just doesn't get it. No matter what I told her to try to convince her otherwise, she didn't believe that women can be bad at sex. I keep trying to vocalize my needs, but she is so resistant to change because if we accommodate my needs, sex will get slightly worse for her. I am also really worried this might be part of other things. I've let her pay for a date. I told her I never want any gifts from her. And I really had issues when she had to go out of her way to do anything for me. Part of me is worried this might be my fault and I convinced her of it. First, is she right? She's the only woman I've been with. So she might be right and I might just be too broken to enjoy sex. But I'm not sure if anything. If she isn't, how can I thoroughly communicate this? Dude, the only people worth dating are the ones who get off on getting you off. Lol. No, she's not right at all. Plenty of women, and men, are horrible at sex. It sounds like she just thinks she can starfish and you'll enjoy sex. Does she not throw back at all during sex? Is there not ever a time when she focuses on your pleasure? She sounds like a selfish lover. Sex is collaborative. It takes two to be good at it. And not just that. Even someone who is good at it in general isn't equally good with everyone. It's your chemistry, matched interests, ability to communicate, etc. It's not your fault. She's a selfish GF. If her reaction when you express this concern to her is to reject all the blame on you, it's very unlikely that she's going to change. She knows fully well that she can do the bare minimum, absolutely nothing in bed, and you'll still be there for her pleasure only. It doesn't matter what other people think of this situation. It matters if you feel happy about it or not. She is so out of line. There is nothing worse than a complete taker that refuses to give back anything during the act. No, she's not right. People of all genders can be bad at sex. Chemistry is also a thing. Someone might have great chemistry and great sex with one person, and terrible chemistry, sex with someone else. I don't think anyone is just intrinsically good at sex, across the board with all people. We all have preferences that are going to work especially well or not at all for others. She sounds immature and/or inexperienced. That said, you've painted yourself into an awkward corner with your perfectionist tendencies. It's good that you're recognizing that this behavior is problematic and harmful, and you're getting help for it. But she now expects a certain deference from you, and it's going to be a challenge to move in a healthier Direction. Good luck. Women can be bad at sex. Not to be ridiculous, but can you give some specific examples of things you want during sex that you aren't getting? I don't have any great advice, honestly. Your girlfriend sounds terribly unsupportive and kind of like a dick. I hope the therapy helps you. But she's completely wrong. I'ma bet you're always on top and leading any sexual interaction. Shame. I feel ya on the be the best for someone with no regards for you though. I'd honestly try to find a better partner. When I met my wife, I had never really been the type to want gifts or acts of kindness and support. But she showered me with affection and gifts. And it was the best feeling. You're in therapy, so I am sure you've already heard it, but make sure you're setting time for you. Things that really make you happy. If the sex isn't working for you, stop having sex with her. It's not your job to make sure she's fully satisfied. It's her privilege to have you do those things. If she won't compromise, tell her to fuck off. Your time is valuable and irreplaceable. Good luck, dude. Now that's an extremely red flag, my dude. Dude, I am a 64F. And I don't know what the deal is with your GF. But she doesn't seem to have a clue about true sexual pleasure. Or just sex. In general, sex is fantastic, but only if both parties are enjoying the experience. Over the years, if I thought my various sex partners weren't enjoying mutual pleasure, it would have been a total turn-off for me. It would have just been the worst. You aren't a toy or a pet. I get that she is still very young, but, honestly, she seems to be very self-absorbed. I think she is the one who needs a therapist, not you. Here is some advice from my mom, who is 90. If she isn't treating you well now, she will only be treating you 20x worse in 20 years. Get a new GF who wants to please you and be pleased. Otherwise, why bother? Nobody should have a lifetime of bad sex. Simple answer. Stop having sex with her for a while. When she asks, just tell her it was not very good. Actions speak louder than words sometimes. The number one way that anyone can be bad at sex is not being able to see that their partner's pleasure is part of the deal. The fact that she thinks that you don't need to be accommodated in any way dooms her to being bad in bed. Sex is best when two people love turning each other on and actively seek out ways to do it. The other common way to ruin sex is to be judgmental and unwilling to open yourself up. Dude, your girl should spoil you just as much as you spoil her. She should want you to feel good and to take care of you in a healthy way. Never feel bad for setting boundaries and doing what you need to become a healthier, happier person. If she can't grasp that, then you shouldn't be with her. Women can be bad at sex. There are plenty of women who just lie there and think that that's all they should do. You should be able to enjoy sex as well. Open, honest communication is vital for a healthy sex life, and for a healthy relationship. I've had sex with men and women, and let me say, women definitely can be bad at sex just as often as men. I had to work hard to learn how to give a great BJ. It wasn't natural to me and I was not good at it at first. That's just how it works. I don't know where she is getting her logic. She is totally wrong, but you are right that you are, in part, the cause of your situation. I have been in relationships like this and I was used. My ex-boyfriend didn't pay a dime of rent for 4 years. He carried one of my credit cards around. I always had to be perfect and give him everything, and then I wasn't happy. By the time I left, I had no feeling for him. But I was tired and felt bad about myself because I let myself get used. I catch myself doing this with my current partner. Luckily, he's the kind of person who will not accept lavish gift, won't let me pay for everything, and is very motivated to keep an equal relationship. We take turns paying. We give each other gifts. Everything is equal. and generous on both sides, including with sex. We care very much about each other's pleasure, and so pleasure is in abundance in our relationship. But if it were up to me alone, because I'm like you, I would probably be in another relationship where I'm giving 5 blowjobs a week and not getting anything in return. It takes time to learn to advocate for yourself if you're not used to it. My first lover was so terrible that when I did something that I enjoyed, he got this look of boredom on his face. And when I climaxed, he said he felt it used because he wasn't enjoying that position as much. I think this broke me. My suggestion is to start advocating for yourself, and if he goes, she goes, then find someone who is like you, a giver. She may have little sexual experience or never been in a long-term relationship, so she honestly doesn't know. No one wants a selfish lover, and a selfish lover is someone who doesn't communicate and only thinks of themselves. Some things just come with time and talking. But she should be open to your needs or wants, otherwise what's the point? I am sorry, I just had to laugh at that. About what your GF said. Is she stupid? Or just plain delusional? Sex is something between two people. About both feeling good about it. I am sorry, thinking that there's no way women can be bad at sex and sex is 100% about her shows that she is indeed bad at sex. She literally disregards your feelings, and damn, she dumb as well. I heard a lot of stories about girls literally being a mummy while on the deed. She's a selfish and dumb lover. Hope you feel better about user LF and find someone who actually cares about having sex at 2.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.